So I've been meaning to make this video for a while now, and I'm finally making it. So as you can see on my screen, I have opened a new stocks and shares ISA with a company called Lightyear. You may not have heard of them as they are relatively new on the scene, but I thought, you know what, a new tax year, I might as well try a few different stocks and shares ISAs. It's always good to have more competition in the UK investing space. So believe it or not, when I first started this channel, I was already using Lightyear. They definitely have come a long way, and one of the enticing features for me was always the user interface and also its approach to low cost investing. So as you can see in this tax year already, I have deposited £1,300 and I have around £18,700 left. I have deposited into another ISA too, so keep updated for that potential video. So based on the way that things are going, this will probably be my main stocks and shares ISA for this tax year 2025 to 2026. Now I just wanted to walk you through my investments. There's not really much at the moment, but I am going to prioritize actually starting to invest after I've maximized my allowance. So as you can see, my current balance is £1,355.50. So what I really like about Lightyear is their user interface. As I said, I think it's one of the best. For example, as I'll show you in this video, their graphs are one of the best. You can actually just go on the scale, for example, 5 years, 1 year, 1 month or whatever. And when you drag your finger around, there are really good vibrations, as you can probably not hear or feel, but you really get to see what your portfolio balance was at any particular time. For example, on the 17th of April at 9:30, my portfolio actually dipped below £1,000, and on the 29th of April, I added another £300. Now, since investing from the new financial year, my return has been a positive 4.26%, which sounds good, but actually the S&P 500 in that period of time has gone up by over 14%. And the main reason that my returns aren't that high is because I've been putting a lot of money into vaults, as you can see here. Now with vaults, this is a feature where you can keep your cash in money market funds and that will provide daily interest. However, you aren't actually paid daily. It is calculated daily but then paid monthly. Do bear in mind that these are put into money market funds, so your capital will be at risk. However, the best thing about it is that you can withdraw whenever you want instantly. For example, I'm going to withdraw all my cash to my Lightyear cash and press continue. Just confirm here, and instantly now that is available in my cash. Now when I go into my cash, as you can see here, you still can earn interest on cash if it's not in your Lightyear vaults. For example, 3% at the time of filming. Now I have been playing around with Lightyear. As you can see, I've placed many orders, buy and sells, just to get a feel of how it works on Lightyear. Now when it comes to investing in ETFs that are denominated in pounds, there is no extra commission, so it's actually commission free to invest into a bunch of these ETFs. So do remember that fund manager fees also apply. For example, I have been investing into this fund here, the iShares Core S&P 500. So for each time period, for example, 1 day, 1 month, year to date, or even 1 week, Lightyear has the highs and lows for each one. For example, the low over the past week was £41.56, and currently it is £42.77 over that period. Same goes for the day period. As you can see, highs of £42.77 and lows of £42.44. Now, Lightyear also has included all the key statistics that you need to know. For example, the OCF charges or the ongoing fees, a quick overview of the 5-year annualized return, and even a comparison of the fees compared to other ETFs. For example, this is a very low-cost ETF, the iShares Core S&P 500, and that has a total expense ratio of 0.07%. So I really like that it has the dividend rate because, you know, most investing apps don't really tell you how much you're going to receive in pounds and pence. So it's nice to see that. It also has a breakdown of the funds, for example, the top holdings in this fund, the S&P 500, and the sectors. And you can even get a regional breakdown. As you can see for this fund, obviously S&P 500, most of it will be in the United States of America. So as you can see, I have been buying and selling a few times just to see how it works, and I really like it. So if you want to buy at market order, all you have to do is just press buy here and then put in the number of shares that you want, for example 2, and then all you do is press review order and then purchase it. However, on Lightyear, you can also use limit orders, which I'm a huge fan of. So if I go to buy here, where it says market order in the top right corner, I can press that. I can go into limit order, and what I really like about Lightyear is it makes it really easy to visualize your limit order. For example, let's say I want to buy a few shares, but I only want to buy it if there is a small dip. I can do it minus 2% from current price, or I can even put in the current price. For example, if the price goes to £35, that's a 17% drop. I can just press tick here. And then if I want to buy one share at that price, I can just press preview limit order and then confirm that. And then when I go into my portfolio under cash, as you can see here, there is a pending order which I can just cancel now too. It's also really easy to put your cash back into vaults. So all you have to do is to go into vaults, add money here, and then you can just press add max and then press continue. And then your money should be in vaults. But because I've done this transaction many times today just to show you, it will take a bit of time to hit back into vaults. So overall, I'm very happy with the platform, especially as my second stocks and shares ISA. Now, if you would like to sign up to Lightyear and receive a free $15 fractional US share, all you have to do is to either click the link in the description or go into the promo code section of the Lightyear app and just use my code JUBAIR. On top of that, there is also a chance to win a $100 US fractional share of your choice. However, remember, with investing, your capital is at risk. The value of your investments can go up or down. So going forward, I do want to, max out my stocks and shares ISA allowance. I do have a chunk of money in the S&P 500, over £20,000 worth that I invested into another broker. I'm just waiting for that to break even, and then I can just transfer all the cash into here. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.